Hello everyone and welcome to another um video on my YouTube. So as usual, as I normally tell you, if you are new to this channel, do yourself a favor by subscribing to my channel because I drop a lot of good content here that could actually help you in your trading. And well, I thank you all. I thank you all that have subscribed. I thank you all that anybody that's watching this video right now. I want to really appreciate you because you know it's your time. You actually take your time out to watch it, and you could be doing other things right now, but you are watching my video, and I just want to say a big thank you. Whether you found me by searching, whether you're in my Telegram group, whichever way, whether you subscribe, I just want to thank you all. And if you are new, just subscribe so you won't miss out in the content, or you won't miss out in my next post or the next lesson that I'll be dropping. So today I'll be talking about a particular topic that most people don't really grasp or understand, and that is forex psychology. Now, two parts of forex psychology that I want to talk about today is greed and panic. Okay, let me give you all a little background of myself. I got to know about forex by researching on YouTube, maybe like most of you, about how to make money online. So when I got to know about the forex market, I started watching videos on YouTube, trying to get knowledge on how to trade, and then I decided to start trading. So I opened a demo account. I of like $1,000, and lo and behold, in less than 3 hours, I took it to $3,000. I think I was on a buy, and my volume was heavy. Now, based on how I um based on why it went that high, that give me $3,000. I think news came out. I can't really remember, but I think news came out because I remember I was trading the 15-minute charts, and the market just went up in few minutes, or I think in less than an hour. It went up, and it just kept going up a little bit before, you know. Then, and my volume was also heavy, maybe 3 or 4 lots or thereabout. So, but before the next day, I had blown the account. Like, it was demo though, but I had blown the account. So that day, I felt I was greedy because I remember when the market was going up, my mind was just telling me close the trade, close the trade, close the trade, and I was like, this market is still going to go up. So I felt I was greedy. Now, this happens to all amateur traders. When you're winning a trade, greed won't let you close the trade, so you're now in a loss, and out of anxiety that you're expecting the market to still go up, you end up blowing your account. Greed happens to all new traders, all of us. It happens to us. Now, this is what happens to new traders when you get into a trade at, let's say, $5 a pip, and they are doing well. You begin to tell yourself, why don't I trade at one lot? That is $10 a pip. Then you get into another trade at one lot, and then the market goes against you, and you see yourself in a serious loss. That's another key example of greed, not respecting your volume size and overconfidence. Now, if you are in a bad trade, the best thing to do is to hedge. I have few hedging strategies. That is if you are not using the stop loss. No, I have few hedging strategies that I used to get out of bad trades sometimes, and especially when I'm trading with no stop loss. Though nowadays I don't really trade with no stop loss because I don't really have time to watch my trades like before. So most times I just have stop loss on. But then when I used to have time to watch trades, I normally trade without stop loss. But if you don't know how to hedge, and you're trading without stop loss, just shut down your trade if you see that the market is not really going in your favor. Because if you keep looking at that losing trade, you see yourself adding more trades at a much heavier volume, so you'd regain what you've lost, which might hurt your account badly. I did that too. And when the market is when the market is like going against you, maybe you're on a buy and the market is going down, you now begin to add a sales. Add more buys on that, so that hoping that the market will now go up and you now make double of your profit. That is another very good way to blow your account and is not advisable. Another thing that amateur traders also tend to do when they are in a losing trade is to open up a trade in the opposite direction. And when you do this, the market might then pull back against you again, and now you have two trades in losses. This can really weaken your marginal level percentage, your MLP, and this leads to more panic. You now begin to think, like, you now begin to think, if you had just shut down the first trade earlier, you would have lost less. So what I want to tell you guys is that when you are in a loss and you see that the market might not turn around, it's better to shut down that trade and cut your losses. Like for a $300 account, a $30 loss is better than a $100 loss. It's better to lose 10% than to lose 30%. Understand? So what you now do after the loss is just take a break, do something else, try to regain your thoughts before heading back to the chart. Try to regain your thoughts before heading back to the chart. If you don't do so, you see yourself chasing your losses, and it's best to take a break and trade another day than to blow your account in a single day. I remember I made all those mistakes, but I'm glad that today I've learned from my mistakes, and by grace of God, I'm now a better trader. So if you're in a bad trade, just close the bad trade, because if you don't, it can be disastrous. Trust me, it can be really disastrous. If you're in a bad trade, just close the bad trade and just trade another day. I have some hedging strategies that could help you when you're in the bad trade, and I'll be going over them this coming month with my students. I'll be going over them. I'll be showing them how they can use it in different scenarios, so that as they are actually trying to get themselves a strategy that works for them, they can think about adding it. When you have a mentor is not meant to actually show you exactly how show you his strategy for you to copy. Yes, he will show you his strategy, how he trades, but isn't a must that you must copy exactly how he trades. You can choose to, he's giving you wisdom. A mentor should give you wisdom so that you can think on your own, because when you're on your own, you might see scenarios in the market where the market might do something that you've never seen before, but based on the fact that your mentor has given you you have a good background, your mentor give you good insight on how the market moves, you might be like, okay, I think I know what to do. You'll be able to think for yourself, and that is what Forex is really about. That is what differentiates a professional trader from an amateur trader. So as I said, I have hedging strategies that could help you if you're in a bad trade, and this coming month, that is March, I'll be going over them with my students. So also be very careful when closing the trade, especially when using one-click trading on your MC4. Everyone knows about one-click trading, this particular arrow, one-click trading, and also it's also at when you want to close a trade. This is for when you want to open a trade. It's also where you want to close a trade if you have a trade open. So it shows. So also be careful, because if you close the wrong trade, that's another mistake that some traders also make on MC4, and that could really hurt your account if you close the wrong trade. So also be very careful when using the one-click trading. Another thing I want to point out is that if you are trading a pair that you are very familiar with, I talk about familiarity with pairs, mastering one pair. If you are trading a pair that you're very familiar with, you should know how far the market would go before turning around. Now, this would make you decide if you can hold the bad trade for a period of time till the market turns around in your favor. You would also know if your equity can hold that bad trade. I do that once in a while. So instead of sometimes when I'm in a bad trade and I know, okay, this could just be a fake out. The market could still pull back, like maybe this could just be a fake out or a pullback. I believe the market will still go up, because I might be in a buy, and I might, let's say I'm in a buy somewhere. Let me see. Okay, let's look at this particular scenario. Now let's say I got in here after this candle. I said, okay, this market is going up, and I decided to get in on a buy here. What happened in next day? The market went against me by 60 pips. Now I know that this is a support. And that the market could actually get back to the support and still retrace. Now, because I know that this is a support, I can leave the loss. I can hold the loss and wait for the market to react to this particular support. So there are two things the market will do: either the market breaks the support and keeps going down, or the market will respect it and come up. So instead of accepting a loss because of a small pullback, knowing that the market is actually going to support, you can just hold that loss. And you can see the next day the market was bullish, went up, retraced, and kept going up. And if you had held this trade for maybe a month or thereabout, you would have, you can see about 200 pips or thereabout, you would have gained. So, but you can only do this when you understand how to trade professionally. That is when you can actually do this, when you understand how to trade professionally and you understand that particular pair. So, when you do this, it prevents you from losing a couple of trades. So instead of losing a couple of dollars, you can just hold that negative trade till it produces profit. But you have to be very familiar with that pair, and you have to really know how to trade. And you also have to know your account size, your equity, so you can determine if you can hold that negative trade for a period of time based on the volume you are trading at. And that is why it's good to trade at a decent volume, because sometimes the market might take days or weeks before a trade produces profit. But as far as you understand what the market is doing, you will see yourself maximizing profit. So as I always say, don't allow losses to disrupt your thinking. If you're in a bad trade, just close it, save your money, and trade another day. So that would be all for this video today. If you learned a thing or two from it, I would like you to subscribe. I would like the video, and if you want more tips, you can also subscribe. And if you have any topic in forex that you would love me to shed light on, or you like me to explain to you, then all you have to do is just comment below, and I will think about doing a video to explain that particular topic to you. So just a bonus, I want to just give you guys a little heads up on what I'm looking at on the AUD Swiss franc. Now the AUD Swiss franc is at an all-time low. If you go back to years back, the market has not been at this level before. This is the trade alert. The market has not been at this level before. Going back to 1998, you can see the market has not been at this level before. So but what happened? The market came down here, used here as support, and now what is happening is at this level again. It's now back at this level, and for now the market actually is bullish. My connection is not on right now, so the market right now is bullish. So the market could go up from here. That is just the alert. It could go up from here depending on how the market closes. I don't know your signal. I'm just trying to make you alert that okay, the market is at support. There's possibility that the market could go up from here. So it's just an alert, just to let you guys know what's happening. And that will be all for this video. So as I said before, if you like it, if you know you learned a thing or two, you got value, like the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. And if you have a topic that you want me to do a video on, just comment below and I will try my best to make a video on it for you. So thanks for watching and stay blessed.